obsessed with characters, like I even named my car styles.
Nice.
So I was curious, do you have like a character or an actor or any kind of thing that you're like super obsessed with, like us?
My dog. Really obsessed with my dog. Like, unhealthily obsessed. Like, I carry her like a baby. Like, it's really unhealthy.
I see no issue with that.
No issue. Well, I don't either, but that's why we're crazy dog ladies. I'm in the matrix of dogdom. But I also have this thing where I love naming cartoon characters. Only cartoon characters can be my animals. So like Fightful, Falcor, Templeton, Gus. The only one I want to break, because I love that I'm aged Jack Bauer for a dog. That's one of my dogs that I want. Like, I want like a team of dogs. That's all I want in life.
I mean, I approve.
Yeah, so I'm pretty obsessed with dogs. And I'm genuinely obsessed with like mountains and skiing. Skiing's a big hobby of mine. And I do ski touring and like cold weather camping. So yeah, those are probably my two big obsessions. If you could put them together, my dog in my camping site, like, mind blown.
Hi everyone. Does anyone want to wrestle? No, don't answer that. I used to be a huge wrestling fan, so when I saw that in the back, I freaked out. I'm not an avid reader. Usually I only read when I'm in the toilet. And I took this book outside of the bathroom, and that's when I knew that it was a good book.
Wait, that's a real cue. It's hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to Peck and Save. How can I help you?
Oh, Peck and Save. What is Peck and Save?
That's a supermarket chain.
Oh, okay. Oh, Peck and Save.
It's not necessarily
Peck and Save.
the accent, but that's here.
Alright, can you say it one more time, please?
Okay. Hello, welcome to Peck and Save. How can I help you?
Okay, I can do this now. Hello, welcome to Peck and Save. How can I help you? Alright, I'll give me a week to practice that. I'll get a job there. Peck and Save? Okay, I gotta check that out. Dirt jabbing. And we are so proud of the show. It is so confusing, it is so weird, but it is also so very charming. And it's not to be confused by the country singer Dirk Stanley. Just being clear. Have that. Well, I guess you guys don't listen to country music here. Oh, you do? Okay. Wow.
Welcome, let's make some noise. Welcome to the stage, the wonderful, talented Mr. Tom Felton!
How the devil are you? Are you having fun? Marvellous.
Hello.
I'm Tommy.
Hello, mate.
I'm Trinity.
Hi, Trinity.
Can you please do an Irish jig?
What even is an Irish jig? It's just like a... What was it? More of a tap dancing thing. I fear that you have superior skills to mine. Thank you for the casual request to make you look the right tit on Hello.
Hello, lady. My question is, if you were stuck in any of the Harry Potter books, which one would it be and why?
You're not messing around here, are you? What happened to like, what's my favourite colour? I don't know. I suppose it's Draco. It would be the first one, really, or the early ones, where he was an annoying little git but didn't realise the weight of what's to come, really. The last one, he was definitely a pretty unhappy chap. So yeah, I'd say the early ones. You know those early years when you're 12, 13, going to your first day at a brand new school, that kind of excitement. It's a pretty good place to be, I think. How about you? Where would you be?
I'd probably be in either the Chamber of Secrets or the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, I'll take the chamber. Did I get that one right? Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Hi.
I wanted to know what was your favourite book or movie?
You sound darling. My favourite film, I suppose, looking back at it, The Deathly Hallows, it screams to me to be the best ones, really, although they are all great films. Books-wise, Chamber of Secrets is my favourite. I was never a reader. It's hard to, it doesn't always sound great when I say this, but when it first came around, not only had I not read the books, I was part of a group, I suppose, of youths that thought reading wasn't really the thing to do. You know, we would rather be playing cricket or mucking around in the playground. And single-handedly, she changed that for me with Chamber of Secrets. I read the first one and enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but when I read Chamber of Secrets, that was it. I was hook, line, and sinker like everyone else. I actually think the greatest thing to come off the back of this, or one of the greatest things at least, is the inspiration in children and adults to want to get into reading again. I think she single-handedly revived a lot of people that had lost interest in books, especially nowadays with so many things to watch and so many things to swipe on and screens and stuff. The idea of a book seems quite novel and ancient, but single-handedly she's kept that flame not only going, but I think you could all agree that those books are more precious than any iPad game or Netflix series.
Hey Tom, I like your hair.
Cheers, mate. I stole it from The Flash.
Nice.
True story.
I wanted to ask what Hogwarts house you think you would be sorted into.
Come on.
It's yourself. I mean, you don't relate with Draco.
No, but I'm far too committed now to go anywhere else. I was told by Joe that I'm very much a Gryffindor, but I'm far too loyal, so I consider myself a Slytherin. Basically, just choose whatever I want. Cheers, mate. What are you? Out of curiosity.
Ravenclaw.
All right, get out.
Hi Tom, my name's Louie.
What up, Louie?
And I'm a big movie buff, and my question is, it doesn't have to be anything you've been in, what is your favourite movie?
God, yeah. Isn't it funny whenever that question gets thrown out, your mind goes instantly blank? I don't know, honestly. For some reason, Robin Hood came into my head. Either one. The cartoon was fantastic. Fox, he was brilliant. The Big Lebowski is one that I've seen probably the most amount of times. Any Coen Brothers movie as a general. Planes, Trains and Automobiles. I've seen that well into the dozens now. Jurassic Park, that was awesome. Big dinosaurs, that was cool. I literally weed myself in the cinema watching that. Hiding under a chair like a little girl. Brilliant. Those are to name a few. How about yourself, man? As a big movie buff, what are your faves?
Probably The Avengers.
Right on. Solid choice, brother. Right, man, thanks for the question.
And my sister wants you to come to her birthday. I'm busy that day. I would love to. Unfortunately, I have some gallivanting around your country to do. I already have 5 days off, so I want to see as much as I can do. But thank you for the invite. Alright, thanks, Tom.
Cheers, mate. Okay, hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
My question is, sorry, I'm so nervous.
It's okay, mate. Deep breath.
Do you think Draco was a boy who made all the wrong choices, or do you think he was a boy who had no choices?
This is another one that I'm going to get wrong, isn't it? You tell me. No, I think he didn't have any choices. I think maybe, I don't know what 11-year-old can really break out of the cycle of their parents' indoctrination, but I don't think he had a choice at all. I think that's the bizarre flip side of Harry. Harry had nothing. He had nothing but choices in a way. Once he came into the wizarding world, whereas young Draco had to sort of suffer at the hands of his father. Again,
it's not making any excuses. He wasn't some martyr, good person, desperately trying to get out. He was still a little evil sod. He was just slightly less so than his parents, I think. I think he had more of his mother's side than his dad's, and that only really came out as the films went on. But I think it was very, very intentionally and delightfully done to make him seem this one-dimensional arse for the first 5 years, and then just to try and get the audience to go, oh wait a minute, this is the reason that he's like that. So I think she did a great job of that.
Thank you so much.
Did I get it right?
Yes, yes.
This industry beats you into zen. You know what I mean? Like backdoor. You know, you don't set out to, but you get disappointed so many times that it's like, do you want this? Ha 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 ha. Do you want it? I guess it's a roundabout way of answering, which is to say that, like, I don't ever think about that, and I keep myself completely open to whatever. I would love to do comedy again. You know, when I was in school and when I was doing plays, you know, I mean, this goes to show you, like, as an actor, the industry tells you what you are. You come out thinking like, this is what I'm good at, and the industry's like, nope. You'll never do that ever again, you know? And, you know, when I was in school, it was like comedies. I was like, the comedy guy. You know, like, I thought it would be like a John Turturro type or something. I was like, so wrong. It was completely off. Because the industry kind of just says, no, you don't look like that. And then they collectively say, like, ah, well, he's not funny. Because your headshot doesn't look funny. I love doing comedy. And so if I got a chance to do comedy, I would leave it. Because I'm super funny. They're like, no, maybe we should stick to other stuff.
Marvel puts the likeness of the characters on many things. Do you have to get, like, do they have to liaise with you before they put you on, like, an action figure?
No. No one has ever asked me no. No, I mean, I'm sure it was somewhere when I was like signing away my life, you know, but when you work for Marvel, they're just like, you're gonna work for Marvel, therefore, get in line. They were great to work for, but yeah, I don't think in the contracts, like, my approval was written in anywhere. And I don't know, I haven't seen a whole lot of Sousa dolls around, so I don't know if it's a... Really? It's a merchandising gold mine. I need this. Where is it? Why don't I have this? I have a little pop. I have a little Sousa. What are they called? Pops? Yeah, Funko Pop. Yeah, somebody gave me a Sousa Funko Pop. I thought that was really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, my question is about Agent Carter. I'm over here. We have some friends, male friends of ours, who don't like watching the show because they believe it is just a feminist show. I just wanted to hear your viewpoint, being such an integral part of the plot of the show, about that.
I don't know what that means, actually. Like, what would a feminist show...
Pushing feminist ideals.
But wait, I don't know. It just sounds like a good show. I don't know, it's, I didn't feel at all like it was really, like, preachy. I didn't, like, that was not my take on Agent Carter. Like, it was like, oh, well, you should do... It was great storytelling. I mean, and it was kind of like a really cool take on, you know, usually... like a pulp novel where it's like, you know, the pulp detective and like the, you know, the secretary is waiting for him being like, oh, I'll say. And it was this really cool thing where it's like she starts out kind of as the secretary, but she's the pulp detective. She's the one going out and kicking ass. And it was a really great, I think, switch on traditional roles that you were kind of... And then you've got this guy who's fully capable and he's the one who's mooning over her, you know? And so I thought it was really, really just fun and intelligent the way they took these kind of gender roles and they switched it, and they put these two characters, and even to a certain, even Jarvis, you know, these people who are not really meant to be doing action, right? You take, you know, a butler, a proper butler, and then the girl who starts out as the secretary. Obviously she didn't start out as the secretary. If you watched all the movies, she's blah, 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 blah. But in the show, she starts out as the secretary. And then a guy with a disability, you know? And basically all the people we said, you don't get to have fun, right? You don't get to do any of the action. And you take every single one of those people and you're like, you're the ones who get to be capable. You're the ones who get to be out there doing stuff. And it's, I don't know, I thought it was super cool. I thought it was really clever. Really, really clever. Me too.
We've got to come to the back. I mean, everyone get quiet. Well, look, hey, the surprise has been even better than we thought. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him in Firefly. You've seen him Captain in Serenity. You've seen him possibly in Two Guys and a Pizza Girl. Put your hands together for the amazing Mr. Nathan Fillion.
How are you? As you may have heard, I'm Nathan Fillion. I go by many names. That one. That one. I didn't hear that. I'll take that. I've also been called Your Highness, Your Lordship, and the Duke. I did do that. I used to write, when I was on castle, I used to write, people write your name. You write your name on your water bottle so no one throws it away, thinking, oh, I don't know what this is. So I would write, the Duke. And whenever I had my water bottle out, and they'd say, Nathan, is this yours? I'd ignore them. Until they say, the Duke, is this yours? You had to say the. How you guys doing? I don't know about you, but I really enjoy these weekends. Everybody's super excited. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's in a highly anticipatory, kind of like, oh my God, it's Christmas kind of a sense, you know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody's super cool to each other. Has anybody made a friend this weekend? That's what it's all about, right? Kind of like the brotherhood of nerddom. Remember when nerd was a dirty word? Now, I have a shirt that says nerd across it. Wear it proudly. Sometimes I write it on my underwear, so I know it's mine. Some of my underwear says the Duke. Look, I know some of you have a burning question. Nothing like a rash. A burning question. You're saying, I can't Google this. I need to ask Nathan. This is the time. This is the time. Here's what this is not the time for. Hey, do a little dance. Sing me a song. Nope. Nope. This is not the time for demands of me. This is the time where we connect. This is the time where we see, here's what you know what I've never known, and I've always died to, I gotta know this. Sometimes you're gonna say, what was your favorite, let's say, for example, episode of Castle? That was a lot of episodes. I can't remember 3 weeks ago. Never mind 10 years ago. So if you ask me my favorite something, I'll just be happy if I remember an episode.
My question is, if you ever had the chance to do more Firefly seasons or another movie, would you do it?
Yes? That's an easy one. Guys, when I my first job was a soap opera. And my friend Tuck Watkins, my buddy Tuck, he said, he was on the show with me, real nice guy, Kansas City. He said, oh, I got to do one of the things on my list today. And I said, your list? What's your list? He goes, Nathan, you gotta have a list. A list of all the things you want to do on TV. And I said, oh, good idea. Well, I want to shoot a gun, I want to get shot, fly a spaceship, and ride a horse. So then I did the pilot of Serenity. I got to shoot a gun, get shot, fly a spaceship, ride a horse, and shoot a horse. I needed a new list. So I made one. I'm just going to try to pull it up here. Oh, SNL sketch notes. Sketches for Saturday Night Live. People that have on Castle. I can cancel that list. What? Packing for vacation list. Oh, it's, oh, here, no, on my iPhone. Here we go. Okay, whoa, hang on. No, can't find it. Anyway. I remember a couple of them. I wanted to take a cigar, cigarette, or even a match and drop it in gasoline to make it go boom, right? Light something up and walk away from it in slow motion. I got to do something similar to that on Castle. I've always wanted to do like a dynamite plunger, one of those little zip, boom, one of those things. I always want to do that. Haven't done that yet. Crack a safe. Wanted to crack a safe. Want to do that. And rappel. I want to rappel down something. Safely. I at least want to go, let's go, and then cut, and then get some other guy. Had a stunt double for Castle who looked remarkably like me. People would go, Nathan, I called you 6 times. You're not Nathan, sorry. That would go on all the time. When he was there to do a stunt, a little later on in the day, he's there, he looks just like me, he's dressed just like me. They'd say, Nathan, we just need you to run from here, like 2 blocks down as fast as you can. I'd go, 2 blocks? Sounds like a job for Paul. Might want to stretch first, buddy. You want to become an actor, everyone's journey is entirely different. There's no one way. If you do this, you will be an actor. There's no way to do it. There is everyone's own way. And I shared that story and I said, I do it if it scares me. And I said this in Blackpool, England, at one of my first conventions ever. And then I got a letter from a Scottish kindergarten teacher who says, I took your words to heart and quit my job and moved to London to take a makeup course. And I went, oh. Turns out she was a brilliantly talented special effects makeup artist, self-taught, took this course and then went on to work on all the Harry Potter movies. Not too long ago, and she's doing really well. And it really meant a lot to me. I think we have time for one more. Captain, thank you.
Hey.
Captain.
I'm a massive fan of Halo and Destiny, and I was just wondering, do you play as well?
I do.
Yes. Can I do it? Cheers.
Okay, one last one.
Hi.
Hi.
Just a question about Serenity. So kind of at the end of Firefly, the relationship between Simon and Mal is kind of like sorted itself out a little bit. But then when it comes into Serenity, they're kind of at odds with one another again. I was kind of wondering what the reason behind that was.
Because Dr. Simon Tam knew that his sister was a loaded gun and didn't tell anybody. That was the thing. Like he endangered everyone, and that's a real big deal to the guy in charge. That's his family, and it's something I kind of felt early on, and I shared it with Joss, and he said, "Oh, that's pretty good." which made me feel pretty good. I said, when someone asked me, what's so important about this crew to Malcolm Reynolds, something to that effect, and I said, you know, Captain Reynolds, both handsome men. Captain Reynolds lost a great deal in his lifetime. He lost pretty much everything that was important to him. He's pretty locked off, he's pretty empty. But in his crew, he has those facets of himself that he has lost. In Book, he has his faith. In Zoe, he has his loyalty. In Wash, he has a sense of humor. In Jane, he has selfishness. He has all these things. In Anara, there's a capacity for love. In all these people, he has things that he lost within himself. So it becomes really important to him that he keep those people safe so that he might be whole. Guys, thank you very much.